Guys, Willie here with W.T.F car reviews, and today we're reviewing the all-new 2026 Hyundai Santa Fe Hybrid Calligraphy.
And a big thanks to Brandon and the rest of the management and staff here at Crown Hyundai in St. Petersburg, Florida for helping make this review possible. I'll leave a link to your inventory below, and if you're looking for a new car, SUV, or truck in the St. Petersburg, Tampa Bay area, I would definitely recommend checking these guys out, and that's for Brandon.
And for those of you guys who don't know, the Santa Fe started off as Hyundai's compact crossover SUV back in 2001. Moving up to the midsize segment for its second generation in 2006 and sticking to it through the fourth generation that you see here with us since 2024. For 2026, the Santa Fe is still available as a gas model or a hybrid. The gas model swaps last year's 8-speed dual-clutch transmission for a traditional torque converter automatic transmission, and the hybrid model that you see here adds a new base model. We also get standard captain's chairs for the Limited and Up, with third-row USB-C ports for the SCL and Up, with a new pecan brown Napa leather interior for the Calligraphy that we have here. The 2026 Santa Fe Hybrid is available in 4 trim levels, ranging from the $36,000 base SE up to the top $48,000 Calligraphy that we have here. What else do we get for that money? Let's jump right in. So this specific model, getting the white exterior paint color, I think it fits with this black trim pieces, or these black trim pieces, very nicely. Black headlight housing for the LED projectors for the high and low beam, LED fog light down below, full front parking sensing, panel for our advanced safety features, forward-facing camera. There isn't a ton of airflow here for the radiator and intercooler, but there is some, and yes, there is an intercooler because this hybrid powertrain uses the 1.6-liter turbo with the electric motors. The wheel and tire setup, this Calligraphy gets these really nice black 20-inch wheels wrapped in Kumho Krugen all-season tires. Dimensions are 255/45 R20. The 255 wide tires should be wide enough to put the power down, and we'll see the 45 sidewalls keep the ride quality, but taking it to this section of the parking lot, the ride quality felt really good in this SUV. We get an additional side sensor to help us out with the 360 camera, additional camera on the mirror also to help us out with the 360, LED turn signal on it, blind spot monitoring on the glass. We get Santa Fe badge on the upper fender area, black rocker panel side skirt area. We get smart access for the driver and the front passenger, no smart access out rear. All black window trim, blacked out pillars, panoramic moonroof, and black roof rails. Same rear wheel and tire setup, the only difference is a smaller brake caliper. I'll take a step back, hopefully you guys can pick up the side profile on this 2026 Santa Fe Calligraphy. But let's take a step towards this window sticker. Not sure if you guys can see anything because of the glare, but here with the door open, should be a little bit easier. You guys can pause, take a look at everything available in this 2026 Santa Fe Hybrid Calligraphy. Pretty loaded options, 500 bucks for the Serenity white paint, $240 for the floor mats, $60 for the net, $130 for the organizer, $130 for the cargo tray, $205 for the cargo cover, $75 for the roadside kit, $45 for the first aid kit, and the mud guards for $140. $14.95 for the destination, totaling us out at $51,470. 36 combined miles per gallon. That's why you're going with the hybrid. 37 in the city, 36 on the highway. The gas cap is push to open, no easy fill, and you can put regular fuel here for the 1.6-liter turbocharged gas engine for this hybrid. Additional side sensor to help us out with the 360, black badging, backup camera. Shout out Crown Hyundai in St. Petersburg, Florida for helping make this review possible. Reverse lights down below, hybrid badge in the lower right corner, and full LED taillights with the rear wiper housed underneath the third brake light, and an additional camera for the digital rear view mirror. The exhaust tip in the lower right corner, but this hybrid setup doesn't rev conventionally. We'll still pop the hood and see what we got. All right guys, here we have the 1.6-liter hybrid setup sold by Hyundai for the 2026 Santa Fe. Cranking out 231 horsepower, made it to a 6-speed automatic transmission. You can expect a mid to high 7 seconds 0 to 60 time. So not the fastest. The gas engine will get you to 60 in the low 6-second range. So if you're looking for a better performer, yes, go with the 2.5-liter turbo, but 2.5-liter turbo will be getting 15 to 20 less miles per gallon. As far as a luxury SUV though, this is one of the best $50,000 luxury SUVs out on the road today. Just look at this interior, it is beautiful. With leather stitching up top, it's Napa leather, open pore wood, aluminum contrast. We get 2-person memory seats, gushy soft Napa leather armrest, soft touch for the inserts, just hard plastic for the frame of it. We get the Bose premium audio system, aluminum Santa Fe nameplate as we step inside. The seats are this beautiful pecan brown, well bolstered leather seats, perforated in the center, heated and ventilated with the lie down function. You can press this button out rear and check this out. The seat slides forward and puts you in a position to basically take a nap back here. The thigh support goes up even further. definitely one of, if not the most configurable seats out on the road today. I wouldn't recommend driving in that position, but if you're parked up, you need to waste an hour or two of time, you're eating some food, whatnot, very convenient to be able to be that comfortable in the Santa Fe. But taking a step inside, we can really check it out. So foot on the brake, engine start, stop, and everything fires right to life. So since this is a Calligraphy, it's the top level for the Santa Fe, you would expect a nice interior, but I don't think you would expect this nice of an interior. I mean, coming out of the GV80 Prestige we just reviewed in this channel, this is just as nice, if not nicer. This pecan brown is beautiful. The dual screens, 12.3 inches, leather steering wheel, two-tone, solid 10 and 2, perfect 9 and 3, rubberized horn area. The horn, loud and aggressive, people should be definitely getting out of your way. We get dual pane windows too, very quiet interior, adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist, adjustments for the infotainment system. You can see compass, advanced safety features, and our trip computer. I'll leave it at the advanced safety features screen. AM, FM, Sirius, voice commands, volume and skip controls. You can hang up and answer your phone calls with your favorites. Tilt and telescoping steering column, but it's not power. Eyesight sensor, gear selector. This is new since 2024. The backup camera, super high resolution, guidance lines and trajectory with an over-the-top 360. Different overall views, side blind zone, full rear view, full 360, and you can go around it with a touch sensor. Alternating to drive, we switch to a forward-facing camera, and you can adjust all the different views for the forward-facing, just like we did for the backup. Throwing her back into park, we return right back to the previous screen. To the left of the steering wheel, you can turn off the traction control, trunk release, interior lighting, electronic parking brake. Stocks have a very satisfying click with the blind spot cameras here for the Calligraphy, auto rain sensing wipers too. Fuse box, hood latch release, hopefully you get a good look at the pedals, more that pecan trim with an actual open pore wood for the dashboard. Stitched upper part of the dashboard, hopefully you pick up the heads up display, the 12.3 inch touchscreen. The response is just about perfect, super high resolution. The home screen, hopefully you can pause, take a look at everything that we potentially have available. My personal favorite screen to leave it at all times would be the map, so we'll leave it there. Beneath that, we have our shortcuts for the infotainment if you don't want to get fingerprints all over the touchscreen, with a volume dial that feels pretty premium, aluminum separating the wood, air vents, and this touch panel for the climate control, with hard buttons for the temperature adjustment, but it's touch sensors for everything else. Heated and ventilated seats, that's an appreciated feature. Auto hold for the electronic parking brake, drive mode selector. Our drive modes include Eco, Sport, and Custom. We'll start the review off in Eco, try out Sport just to see what the differences are. Hill descent control, parking cameras, and you can turn off the parking sensors. 2 USB-C ports, 2 wireless phone charging pads. You'll fit 24 to 32 ounce bottles and a gushy soft Napa leather armrest. Storage space, it's okay. It's not the best in the segment, but you'll easily fit 12 12-ounce cans and LED lighting in there. The glove box, we have a little bit of additional storage up top. I'd expect you to fit probably 6 to 10 pairs of socks. With an additional glove box up top, I'll expect you to fit an additional 10 pairs of socks. And the actual glove box beneath, I'd expect you to fit around 20 license plates. Should be able to fit 2 pairs of shoes, about 6 Harry Potter books. We get a digital rear view mirror, and it's frameless and auto dimming with 3 garage home link settings. Suede Alcantara for the headliner, and it's gushy soft. We can open up these moon roofs. There's 2 of them. The glass opens up with the shade, or the shade opens up with the glass. See if it goes out any further. It does not. We can open up the shade out rear. Not sure if the second moonroof out rear opens up, but the shade opens and allows a ton of light into the cabin. We'll shut this glass right up. We'll leave the shades open so when we hop out back, you guys can see how much light is brought into the cabin. And that's about it for the front seat, at least. This 2026 Hyundai Santa Fe Calligraphy. So far, I mean, under $50,000 for the base price. I don't know if you're beating this SUV when it comes to premium feel and comfort. Sunshade out rear, open pore wood, gushy soft Napa leather with the pecan trim beneath. Heated second row seats, auto one touch windows. They are not dual pane. They were dual pane on the Genesis GV80 we reviewed, but the Genesis GV80 that we reviewed is about $30,000 above what we're sitting in here. 2 cup holders, solid storage. You'll fit a big gulp down below. Bose bass speaker, Santa Fe aluminum nameplate. The second row seats are okay bolstered. They're perforated, heated, not ventilated. With electric adjustments too for the recline and bottom slide function, with a button up front to slide the actual seats back and forth. But I'm a little bit over 6 feet tall, sitting behind my seat settings, and I have plenty of knee room. The seat slides back even further, almost a foot, with mat pockets behind both the front seats. Headspace, I still have at least 2-3 inches of it, and we can recline these seats pretty far back. In the full recline, I have like 7 inches of headroom. If you're under 6'10", you should be comfortable in the second row of this SUV. No, the third row passengers probably won't appreciate me sitting like this, but if there's nobody in the third row, this is one of, if not the most comfortable SUVs for the price point. The hooks behind both the front seats, perfect for grocery bags, USB-C ports, air vents to blow directly into our face from the B-pillar, with some additional storage down below, and it's pretty spacious there too. Mat pockets behind both of the front seats, suede Alcantara headliner. The armrests for these seats are stitched. They're not the widest, but they're pretty comfortable. That's about it though, guys. For the second row, we get a hook for both of the grab handles back here with an LED interior light. That's about it for the second row. Let's hop out back, see how much space is offered back there. You just press this button and the seat electrically shoots forward, but it's a power function for the recline, so you are gonna have to wait a couple seconds for it to recline. But getting into this third row is significantly easier compared to the GV80 we reviewed in this channel. I'm not quite sure why the seats, there we go, now the seat's coming back to its original position. But behind our previous seat settings, I have plenty of room for my knees, plenty of room for my head. If you're under 6'5", you'll comfortably sit in the third row of this SUV, and that's definitely not what you're saying about most mid-size SUVs. Again, we just reviewed the GV80, which is a way more expensive vehicle made by essentially the same manufacturer, and this is significantly more spacious for the third row. The air vents continue for the third row. Technically a third zone climate control too with the vent adjustments. There's no temperature adjustment, so it's not a third zone climate, but it is nice that we can adjust the vent speed. 115 volt, 150 watt AC outlet, USB-C port on both sides, and 2 cup holders for each third row passenger. Additional LED light back here. And these seats, let's see if they recline any further. They do not. This is fully reclined, but as you guys can see, plenty of room for my head. Pressing this button up front, the seat starts to recline, slides forward, and we can take a step out of here. Really spacious in the interior, unbelievably comfortable, and surprisingly affordable considering what we get. You gotta press the button for the seat to return to its previous position. But taking a step out to the cargo space, underneath the backup camera, there's the button. It gives you about 2 seconds to take a step back, so you don't have to worry about getting duped in the head. With the third row seats up, there isn't that much cargo space back here. I'll leave a link right here to show you exactly how much there is with the third row up, third row down, and with the second row down. See if I can show you guys the secret storage. There isn't a whole lot out there, but that's where our Fix-A-Flat kit is. Let's drop these third row seats down. Pretty easy process. Hopefully this gives you a better idea of the overall cargo space. The Calligraphy getting the subwoofer in the corner, additional 12 volt, and a button to drop our second row seats on the right side. There are 2 buttons to drop the trunk. The button on the left drops it, the button on the right drops it and locks the SUV. We don't need a lock, so we'll press the button on the left, and again, it gives us a couple of seconds to take a step back, so if we have grocery bags in our hands, we don't have to worry about getting doofed in the head. That's about it though, guys, for the inside and outside of this loaded 2026 Hyundai Santa Fe Calligraphy Hybrid. It is one of the nicest sub $50,000 base price luxury SUVs out on the road today. It may not be the best performer with the 1.6 liter hybrid setup. If you want the best performance, definitely go for the gas model. But getting about 36 combined miles per gallon and as comfortable of a vehicle as what we have here, let's take it out for a drive and see what it's got. All right, guys, now we're just about seeing everything we need to see with the inside and outside of the all-new 2026 Hyundai Santa Fe Hybrid Calligraphy. Let's take it out for a drive and see what it's got. My first impressions though, throttle response is very good. The hybrid system offsets any type of turbo lag. The steering feels very sharp and direct and well weighted. No, it's not heavy, but it's not overly light either. I'm not quite sure how to describe it. Consistent feel throughout the turn, and we're not going very quickly, but it feels like it handles quite well. Brakes feel good. You do hear the AC pretty loud. I'm going to turn it down, but it's such a quiet interior with dual pane windows. Throttle response still stays good. We're in normal mode, or eco mode, but it feels fine. Open her up a little bit more over here, about halfway. Oh, chirped. Okay. I mean, this thing gets up and goes very well. Plenty of instant response. I'm sure it doesn't blow you away up top, but getting to speed feels very, very good. Speaking of up top, let's lean into it. This isn't bad. No, the 2.5 is noticeably faster. But this is quick. I was not expecting this hybrid powertrain to feel this good. Let's try it out in sport mode. See what changes up. The revs stay the same, which is good for fuel economy. And the throttle response is more sensitive. The transmission is more eager to downshift. And the steering feels a little bit more weighted. The blind spot cameras are very helpful as well. Makes you feel like you're really in something that's sold by Genesis and not necessarily by Hyundai. Still in sport mode, we can try out a real world turning radius and we'll open her up a little bit more. Real world turning radius. This is a large three-row SUV, but that's sharp. On the gas, whoo, chirping them. Traction control. Let's go. Picks up speed, fine. If you want something that'll actually be an exhilarating acceleration experience, go with a 2.5 liter turbo, but this isn't that much slower. It's about a second slower to 60, but it feels like it's closer than that. Let's try out this lane keep assist. Promise you my hand is not on the wheel, and it's gonna keep us completely centered this entire time. Sure, it's a straight road, but watch this. Let's creep out of our lane. Nope, it brings me right back in. Let's creep out of the lane. Nope, it brings you right back in. This is one of, if not the best lane keep assist features out on the road today, and matched with a really good adaptive cruise control. It still hasn't told me to put my hands back on the wheel. I know I probably should, but given how consistent this lane keep assist is, I really don't necessarily need to. And just cruising along too. It's such a quiet interior. Let's try one more real world turning radius test. This one's a lot sharper. No, it's perfectly fine. And it's solid when it comes to throttle response, even in eco mode. Eco mode is the mode that I would leave it in for daily driving. And running over the bumps, the ride quality is really good. With just 45 sidewall tires and these 20-inch wheels, I was worried about compromising a little bit of ride quality compared to the lower trims, but don't be worried. The ride quality here is still fantastic. Overall, guys, if you're looking for the best luxury SUV out on the road today with 3 rows that can get you over 35 miles per gallon, you're looking at it. 3 actual rows. I'm a little bit over 6 feet tall and I can comfortably sit in the 3rd row with the 2nd row all the way back. You can't say that about all full-size SUVs, Toyota Sequoia. To say this about this mid-size 3-row SUV that's not even the largest mid-size 3-row SUV that's sold in the Hyundai lineup is insane to me. This thing is quiet, it is comfortable, it is loaded and luxurious. Sure, it's getting up there in price, but for it to be this much of everything under 50,000 bucks, I would 1000% recommend checking it out, unless you're looking for something with some performance. I'd still recommend checking out the Santa Fe. Just if you're looking for something with performance, you can shave a second and a half off the 0 to 60 time here by going with the turbo. But either way, the 2026 Hyundai Santa Fe is an awesome SUV. And a big thanks to Brandon and the rest of the management and staff here at Crown Hyundai in St. Petersburg, Florida for helping make this review possible. I'll leave a link to our inventory below, and if you're looking for a new car, SUV, or truck in the St. Petersburg, Tampa Bay area, I would definitely recommend checking these guys out. And as for Brandon, and a huge thanks to all you guys for watching. I had a great time making this video. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If you've already subscribed, thank you so much. You guys know the channel's just not possible without you, and I really appreciate the constant support. But again, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Leave a like too. It really helps me out with the YouTube algorithm. That's how these videos get promoted to new people. Leave a comment. Let me know what you like. Let me know what you don't like. Leave a comment. Let me know if any specific cars, SUVs, or trucks you want to see reviewed on this channel, and I'll definitely try getting those videos for you ASAP. But other than that, again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope all of you have a great day.